Y'all want to hear something crazy? I'm going to give you some numbers, some factual numbers. In Texas, one of the states that are getting most of those immigrants in, so once again, 1 million plus, Texas has only had 3.17 million cases. So you let in 33% of 3 million people who we can't track, who through video really don't care about covering their face. How does that make any sense? Oh, I forgot. It's because you guys see them as voters. Welcome back to another edition of Heavy Duty Country. For those of you who are new, if you love America and everything about it, besides the petty BS that is going on in our nation right now, hit that subscribe button. So there seems to be a little bit of confusion going on in our nation right now. Imagine that. And what I mean by confusion is there's a lot of, I guess you could say, misunderstanding with what is actually an issue and what is not an issue or a very little issue. Let me give you an example. In Washington, D.C., homicides outnumber COVID deaths by 3-1. Look, I'm going to speak for myself here and the people that I know and the people that I hang out with, and I have a feeling it's going to be for a lot of people who watch this show. At this point in America, I don't care if there is a sickness out there that if you get it, you straight up die. It turns you into dust. I don't care. What happened to trusting the American people to take care of themselves and their families? Do you think we're incapable of that? I mean, do you think we're stupid? Do you think that our president is smarter than 50% of our nation? You know what? Maybe 30 years ago. Still a stretch, but now negative. No shot. So what's the question then? If the person running the country is not there mentally, how is he giving people advice? How is he giving governors advice? This is going to be something very hard to understand for the woke part of our government. But really try. Just because you're a government official doesn't make you God. Do you need me to say that again, or did you get that? You don't have some magic ability to predict what is going to happen in this country if we don't do exactly your plan. Sleepy Joe, really stupidly, called out Texas and Florida. Two governors who still believe in freedom, who still don't like communism and socialism. They are leaving it up to the American people in their states to decide what they want to do for their families. And this is what Sleepy Joe said to them.
Florida and Texas account for 1/3 of all new COVID-19 cases in the entire country. I say to these governors, please help. But if you aren't going to help, at least get out of the way of the people who are trying to do the right thing.
Oh, good. Yeah. If you don't want to do the right thing, get out of the way of the people that do. You know what, Joe? That's a great piece of advice for life. If what you're talking about is correct. But let me shoot you a piece of advice. If you don't want to help, get out of the way when it comes to our border.
Why don't you do your job? Why don't you get this border secure? And until you do that, I don't want to hear a blip about COVID from you. Thank you.
He was using your words about don't be in the way, and he's saying I am in the way to block too much interference from the federal government. Your response, Mr. President?
Governor who?
DeSantis.
Why is that?
Y'all know that Governor DeSantis in Florida is one of my favorite people out there. I mean, the dude just gets stuff done. And he took kind of a personal offense to Biden calling him out, essentially. So this is what he responded with.
Do you have a comment about the comment that President Biden made recently?
Well, I'm not surprised that Biden doesn't remember me. I guess the question is what else has he forgotten? Biden's forgotten about the crisis at our southern border, I can tell you that. Biden has forgotten about the inflation that's biting the budgets of families all throughout our country. Biden has forgotten about the demonstrators who were fighting for freedom down in Cuba. I'm the governor who protects parents in their ability to make the right choices for their kids' education. I'm the governor who protects the jobs and education and businesses in Florida by not letting the federal government lock us down. I'm the governor who answers to the people of Florida, not to bureaucrats in Washington.
Man, it hurts to get verbally slapped by somebody who has a brain, doesn't it? Once again, Joe, outstanding work on making yourself look not super smart.